We're off today to a very good friend of ours and client over in Alderley Edge, and this is, I'm going to show you his house. He's renovated his house. We've been there from day one, watching the renovation, trying to source antiques and interior items for it, and we've given them choices. They've come down, they've chose from here, they've chose from over at the shop at Latchford. They've given us ideas. They've given us a map, a basic map of what they wanted. So come along with us, see what you think about the place, and hope you like it as much as we do, because I've only seen a quick glimpse of it. I've never done a full in-depth look around it, to be honest with you. So this will be as interesting for me, and I hope it's interesting for you. Thank you. So here we are at our client's house. I say our client's good friend of ours' house. They've been doing this up for 2 years. This house, they've completely redeveloped it, and while they were in the process of redeveloping, they had the foresight to be saying to us, if you come across any nice bits of furniture or things that you would you think would go in the house. I saw the plans before they were done, so I had a basic idea. I know that these guys, just everything's quality. They don't mess about with anything cheap. They're not off to your cheaper end stores buying stuff. These guys get, Italian marble, stuff from all over the world coming in. So the quality antiques had to match. So these are the people that are buying the copper lamps and the Van Breeden lamp that we bought a couple of weeks ago from the Haslingden Mill. I sent them pictures of them. These are the ones that I said I bought the lamps with these guys in mind, which I shouldn't have done, but anyway, turns out they loved them, so I've delivered them. And what I've said was, can we just film my house, just to show how the contrast of such a modern house, modern building, and how it's furnished with good quality antiques and furniture. Well, I'm saying antiques, it's not, it's good quality furniture, stylish furniture. Not only is it stylish furniture, it's investment pieces as well. That these articles that you're about to see, and then these aren't going down in value. This is not brown furniture or anything of that level. These things are just getting scarcer and scarcer and rarer and rarer and more valuable. So that's another aspect of buying good quality antiques, is you're not spending your money, you're investing your money. You might as well have it in something tangible rather than the bank losing money. So yeah, come round, have a look, and we're in the hallway, and the first one we've got is a lovely little French boule table, really, side table. I'm not going to go rooting through drawers, it's not my thing. Excellent condition, very tasteful. On top, nice little Art Deco lamp. They've added the shade. Don't think we provided it with that shade. In actual fact, what they've done, that's how we provided it. That's totally rewired and done, and they've come along and added the shade, which gives it a new look. Cool. So from there we come round, and there was this nice set of 3 watercolour pictures that they actually chose. But bizarrely, I wouldn't have sent them these. They chose when they come down to our the shop in Latchford, and they picked them out, and they go with everything. Great. As we go into the main living room, you get a feel now of the overall look and the overall ethos of the place. We've supplied 90% of the items in here. we only supply them. We're not interior designers. You know, it's their taste that picks them. We've sent them hundreds of photographs of articles that we've got, or we've seen, or we could buy. You know, but it's their taste that's done this. This was the most recent acquisition, apart from the lamps, which is Boris. Or they've nicknamed him Boris anyway. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know whether that's some sort of yoga position or he's been carrying, one of a pair been carrying usually a god or something on a seat, on a sedan chair type thing. I don't know. Where did that come from? We bought that. We've had that about 12 months actually. I can't remember actually where it came from, but fits well enough in here. Nice little Art Deco, lovely Art Deco display sideboard. I think this is a shop fitting. It's not. It goes all the way around. It's a central aisle. I think it's come from a nice shop display. Beautiful little dainty chair, completely different era, but match it lovely. Nice little Art Deco lamp. On the back, covered in pearls. We've not supplied any of the mirrors because it's very hard to get mirrors that size. They're few and far between. Another item there is the bronze flower pot. That's quite a nice one. It's actually got some lovely markings underneath that, and then you see it with the cactus in it. Then we go round to from the kitchen area. We've got a Moët Chandon shop display with two bottles of Moët Chandon, empty because they are shop displays. But you can see how these guys have got the blend right of modern and old, and how cool it looks. I mean, this come from up near the lakes. These are so hard to get hold of. Genuine original Art Deco furniture is just an absolute arm and a leg to buy, and as rare as hen's teeth.
I really like the Mona Lisa. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a bit out of focus, isn't it? Yeah. It is. So that's the beauty of it. You can mix and match the modern, the contemporary with the old. Again, more Bollinger. They must like a drink a lot. And then you've got the small items which you know, the ivory carved Art Deco figures. You know, which are, I mean, ivory's not a great subject at the moment, but you know, these were done well in the Art Deco period. So. Then we move round to, they've obviously added their own modern bits of comfort, and then we've got this, again, a lot later style, not side tables, it just makes the difference. Then we come round to the Deco Suite, which was, actually we bought this from Forest Mill. I think it was the first time we went to Forest Mill we bought this for them. And I think it was up for sale, I think it was about £8,000 it was up for sale at, and we got it for, it was either £4,500 or £5,000 something, because I don't know why we made the offer and it was accepted. I've seen these in other shops up to £20,000 in other shops, so shopping about certainly pays. The nice it's pig bench, lovely. We got that in, just cleaned it off, waxed it up. It just sits really well. Very pleased with that. At the side of the suite, which comes with Boris, that's actually lovely original Art Deco lamp. which is it's got one top light missing, which the guy's going to fix himself. Not an expensive thing, but quite a rare thing. You can't, not many of them survive, 50, 60, 70 years. So just little touches like that. Over here, over this side, we have the tea trolley, the drinks trolleys. I mean, everything's period, everything's right. Then you've got these, which are a lot earlier, but they sit together really, really well. This bronze we supply now. That bronze is really, really interesting because it's two styles of bronze together, signed. I can't remember who it's signed by now, but it's two different ways of casting bronze, and it's actually in one. That's a rare thing. Again, sits really well in this environment.
Let me come in.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do that. I don't know if you can see the difference in style on that. You've got the two together. You've got that style and that style. You're not going to mix it's either one or the other. That has two, so for the life of me can't remember who it was. But, and then over here, sorry Matt, back over here, again, beautiful Chinese screen. Takes the wall, beats the hell out, putting the picture up. Is what it is. It's not massively antique one, but good vintage one. That's what I say. Again, down to another beautiful little bronze. That's a really nice, with a great great maker. Sound somewhere. I'm not sure what it is. Next door to that, a pair of these are actually bronze. They're patinated bronze. And there's a pair of those. Those are again. What I tend to do is that we buy this stuff, we find out who it's made by, and find out all the information. But once it's sold, you have to get rid of it. Otherwise, you can't store this amount of information in your head all the time. Very, very, very good maker. Very, very rare pair of basically flower pots now, aren't they? Again, that beautiful little Art Deco figure. These items, most of these items were chosen by these guys when they come down to our shop. They just a lot of the bronzes we wouldn't send them pictures of bronzes. I'd send them pictures of Art Deco stuff. I wouldn't send them pictures of small items. They choose them themselves, and honestly, it sits really lovely. It sits great. So I'm not sure what they've got upstairs, but let's go upstairs and have a look, see what's. Okay, so we're now going up the curved staircase. I mean, and on the left-hand side, we've got some Art Deco figures, not true Art Deco figures, reproductions, probably 70s reproductions. Very, very nice. Very, very, very good quality. Will have been very. Actually, I might be a bit wrong there. It could be. Well, we didn't supply them anyway, so I don't know. Down to this. What can you say, really? But box on stand legs. We supplied that beautiful thing. Just a box. Just a useful small jewellery, drinks cabinet things, but fits in well into the bedrooms. To the obviously Art Deco dressing table. And then the furniture which is the campaign furniture, sold in Harrods. This stuff. There's 2 or 3 pieces we sold of this box at the end of the bed, made by a specific company, quite extremely good quality. Love it. And then we go into, well, I presume it's a bathroom. We've got a bath in the bedroom, and then we go into the ensuite bathroom, shower room, with another matching chest of drawers to the one that's downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they came as a pair. Hand painted. Those are 60s, hand painted by an American artist. Again, we never take any notice of who's done them.
I love these tiles, they're beautiful.
These tiles, one of these tiles worth more than our house. Unbelievable. I mean, that's the attention to detail that these guys do. It's second to none. And then so when they have this sort of tiling imported from Italy, and they spend so much money on a house, and then to come to us for furnishings and going, right, that's quality, that's good enough to go in our house. It's an honour for us to be supplying this sort of person. Very, 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 very good mate. So we want the best for them, you know. And then, you know, the clock. I mean, it's not a massively expensive clock, but it's so on trend. It's so right for the era of everything else that it's there. It's not, you know, they've not trotted off to Origi Bianchi, which they could have done, and spent an absolute hundreds of thousands on furniture. Origi Bianchi is a shop in the northwest that only sells good quality furniture. It's top end. It's like the Harrods of the northwest. But these guys have done it themselves. They've done it with style. Well, what I think is style and taste, and they've used us, which we appreciate.
Yeah, Origi Bianchi is similar to housing units in North Manchester.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yes. So, yeah, it's a northwestern, isn't it? So this is the upstairs of the premises. There's a bit left to go downstairs, and then there's a few bits in the garden that we've also supplied, a bit of the architectural stuff.
A lovely view.
It's a great view, isn't it? A beautiful, beautiful pond stroke lake at the bottom of the garden. So back down at the bottom of the stairs now, we're back to the Brian's clock. It's going Alderley's clock. It's not. It's a Brian's clock. I think it might be 1950s. That thing works perfectly. If I remember, it's got 1p on it. 1p. So it has on the top 1990. So I don't know. Seems a bit early to me, but anyway. Works perfectly. Nice thing. These things are just going up and up and up in value. We used to be able to pick them up for a couple of £100 a piece. Now for something like that, you're talking £500–600, and going up in value because it's getting scarcer and scarcer. So from there to the left, where underneath the stairs, we have again another boule piece, which is actually a nice bucket, basically wine cooler. This top lifts off, and inside is a tinned bath, really, for what your ice is going. Again, French. We have a marble urn, marble castellet, one of a pair probably. Yeah, a lovely, nice thing. Sits very, very well. And over to the left again, we've got another piece of French furniture. French desk. This I won't go in it because it's not ours. It's a bit metamorphic. It all slides in and out together. Excellent quality. And on top of that, we've got the obligatory little deco figures. Nice Art Nouveau vase. Again, showing the two genres together. Then on the left hand side in here we have this pictures that these guys chose themselves, and they reframed themselves actually. I mean, from they were come from our warehouse. These are photographs. These are erotic photographs from I don't know what I'd say 60s, to be honest with you, but very, very tastefully done. Okay. And then on the final room on the inside,
With a snug.
there's a bit of a snug where we have, we're starting with, what's it called? It's like a font, isn't it? It's, I can't remember the bloody name for it now. That's the trouble about when, as soon as you put a camera in front of me, on the memory goes. I'll come back to it in a minute. Again, another beautiful French table. Look at the work on that. The brass banding around that. The ebonising of it. It's just smacks quality. Matching pair. Look at those. Unbelievable. Then we go. Everything's thought about. Nothing's put in. It's not just thrown in. It's just. You know, even the Chinese vases, you mixing a pair of lovely Chinese vases that we got, and the deco girl, which smacks the deco, and the bronze tiger. First time I've seen these. A lot of this stuff is just coming back to me now.
Did you show me that some time ago? Is that the Fabergé one?
No, the Fabergé one's at the office. No, that bronze tiger's really well cast bronze. Okay, so in the garden, which we've supplied quite a few bits and pieces for, we've got initially the first thing you see are, I think there's about 10 of these knocking about somewhere. Now they are actually column. They were round columns in I think out of a building, a shopping centre or that type of building, made to look like an Egyptian theme. Anyway, these guys have turned them into planters, so they go really well. I mean, good quality planters. They weren't a fortune, and you know, it's a big garden to fill. Then we supplied the fountain, not massively old fountain, but again with some of the architectural things that we get. We take all sorts, we take everything. So from there, we have a nice pair of palm trees, which I thought initially started off inside the house. They were going to be refinished, but now they've been taken outside. They're nice. There's some weight to them, so there's actually two. So from there we can swing round to this. Now this it's a bit of a story with this one, because originally I bought it from an English dealer who goes over to France and buys all sorts. Usually buys copper plates, copper tubs and pans and things. Come back with this on just on a basic stand. Beautiful thing, bronze, equivalent to a sundial. Tells a story, fantastic thing, but it was on a terrible base. I sold this to Dave on one of the first videos, who then had the base made, put it on the base, which I think suits really, really well, and then, as happens so often in this job, I ended up buying it back for these people. And it was initially in the house at first. It's weathered a lot since we sold it, because they put it outside. It's a really, really, really interesting thing. It has got a signature on it somewhere.
I noticed some numbering on the inside of it.
I think that's to do with the that's to do with the sundial. part of it. So
12th, 11th, 1910.
probably something's. You know, these things, a lot of these things, we sell them, we don't actually research them. You know, that could be down to somebody, that could be something special, but we can't research everything, we haven't got enough time. You know, it's hard enough as it is getting through the day, let alone enough time. So the last piece is a bit of a weird one down at halfway down the garden. Yes, good, cracking, nice retail fountain there, nice statues. I mean, this is what you get in the heart of Cheshire. This is what you spend your money on. So when we come to this, it's called the Jenga, and it's called the Jenga because that's what these guys have nicknamed it. Because when it come originally in sections, and I think there's actually about 10 sections, and it's not actually complete. There was bits missing to it, and when they got it back, all the gardeners and the builders went, "You've just bought a load of rubbish." I mean, it wasn't expensive, but you've just bought a load of rubbish. What are we going to do with it? And they had the foresight to go, right, we want the shower, because we get out the hot tub, you want to wash the chlorine off, there's your shower, and that's what's made up out of the stone Jenga. So again, a little bit of imagination, a little bit of foresight, you know, the world's your oyster.
Another one of those.
Yeah, another one of those. There's about 10 knocking about somewhere.
Well, we've walked this far, we may as well go to the end.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because we're talking the seats were supplied. We supplied the bottom, the chairs at the bottom around to what's in. I think there's another one as well somewhere. Forget what you sell, don't you? We did come across a rope bridge a couple of weeks ago, and some of the lads who work near us are tree surgeons, and they took a rope bridge down. So I showed it to these guys, and we did have a conversation about putting a rope bridge right across it, but to be honest, it's just too expensive for just a bit of a folly, really. Well, there we are. That was a good view of what we can provide to some of the clients. Hope you found some of the stuff that was interesting. I found it interesting to go over and see the items we bought. I forgot about it. You forget about these things, and then you can't store everything in your mind. So apologies for a little lack of information on some of the items, but you get the overall picture. It was a pleasure to deal with these guys, because they know what they're on about, and they're clever enough, and they appreciate it. So next week, a bit of a different one. We're hoping to go to Runway Monday. This is an antique fair down at Newark, on the runway, as losing the name, and it's a morning one. And it's predominantly trade. Well, it doesn't have to be trade, but it is predominantly trade. Starts at 7 in the morning. You usually finish by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock-ish at the latest. Very much weather dependent on how well you do. I quite like this one because it's over quite quick, and you can take a good eclectic mix of stuff. You don't have to be taking fantastic antiques down there. It's not a posh antique fair, it's a great dealer's fair. They want to be buying bits and pieces off you at a relatively cheap price so they can sell it on. Great, helps us clear out stock that we don't want to be putting on the website, basically. not necessarily lower end stock, but we don't, you know, we want to be just not putting everything we get on the website. Interestingly, with this one, a good friend of ours passed away a few weeks ago, and his family asked us to, or one of his families asked us to buy some stuff, which we did. Initially I didn't want to do this, but I know at least 15 other antique dealers in the local area had been in, and they'd all taken stuff, they'd all bought stuff. And because we've got the storage space, and because we buy a little bit different stuff, when it comes to the end of the job, they said they have to get out of their premises where they are, and could we help them out? So I went down, and we spent decent money with them, really. Even though 15 other antique dealers have been in, we still spent a good couple of thousand pounds with them anyway. And amongst this was a job lot of smalls in boxes. And there's about 50 boxes, and 48 boxes or something like that. I haven't been through them. It was a matter of they have to get out quick. My workshop is literally a quarter of a mile down the road from where we picked them up from. So all we were doing was we were just putting the van load of stuff in, ferrying it to my workshop, ferrying it to the warehouse and back. I don't know what's in these boxes. I'm just going to turn up at this antique fair and open them and see what's in them. Might be a load of rubbish. I don't know, but it's a bit. It makes good content for the show, and I'll take a few other bits and pieces anyway, just to make sure I cover my rent and pay for the exes for the day. So hopefully I'll do that. Well, this will be as interesting for me, and hopefully it will be interesting for you. So I'll see you on Monday at One Way Monday. Thanks.